What's up, everybody? Showtime is Blaze King with King's Critiques, and we're back for Sakamoto days. Last week, Lou got captured being mistaken for Shin because, well, apparently co-workers that work under bad guys are literally just as stupid as the 20%, being generous, that work at retail. And yes, I know not all retail workers are stupid, but there is a generous amount. Anyway, back on track with the show recap. So, Sakamoto and Shin decide to invade their hideout. And, well, after fighting a dinosaur and a couple of random people, they have a new challenge to face. Somebody who likes using drugs a little bit too much, and apparently drinking blood. That all being said, preliminary, hit the like button, subscribe, and let the whole video run through if you're not going to have a conversation, because that would be highly appreciated. That being said, let's get to it. Oh, meanwhile, this guy kind of pops in a little bit too late to the situation, but maybe that means he'll come join the fight. Oh, he comes into the crying child. That's unfortunate. But then again, maybe her telling him this is going to give him 3 seconds to be like, wait a minute. I just had a fight with 2 of the 3 of them. I should probably ask if they left any info. We'll talk about that in a second. The man's kind of an idiot, but he knows enough to know when something is up. Also, I think this might have gotten a little unplugged. No? Okay. Anyway, second thought is, don't just offer a child candy and acorns? Why the fuck is he offering her acorns when you're basically a stranger? Actually, doesn't he work there now, or... No, they didn't actually offer him a job. They just kind of, like, threw him a little bit of money from that tournament because, well, they kind of fucked up the street. Okay, well, the bird at least knows its shit. It'll come back with information. How he understands the bird to a T, I'm not gonna ask. I think I've brought this up before, that he kind of weirdly looks like he belongs in the Asakura bloodline from Shaman King. Okay, no, if he was the one who had you kidnapped, he wouldn't be in there. Probably. Like, literally, what did I just say? Oh, hey, an intro. Wow, isn't that crazy? Hey, look, a skip button. Oh my guy, that is a whole other story. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. They're literally playing on inverse controllers. He's talking backwards, and Sakamoto's fighting the wrong person. Now, counterpoint, depending on how that works, I imagine Sakamoto's going to probably figure out that he should try and hit Shin to hit the other guy. Oh, yeah, so literally what I just said.
Bye.
Literally what I just said. That. Literally that. And, like, if they had, listened, they probably could have taken her back and just came back later for Shin. But no, they committed and took her the rest of the way, thinking that the people above were stupid enough to just roll with it. Oh, rip. So basically, whoever that was either his original caretaker or whatever, or parent, maybe. I don't know. He's just kind of vague on that. Also, for one, supernatural powers are totally possible. Have you seen some magicians? I literally referenced Chris Angel in a video like an hour ago that I'm going to be uploading later in the week, or earlier in the week than this one probably. Semantics. Because Chris Angel is, yeah, a freaking nature, man. I mean, that he can do some crazy shit. And there's been other magicians, past and present, that have done some crazy shit. And there will probably be more magicians in the future that can do some crazy shit. Go watch America's Got Talent on NBC this summer. God, I wish I was sponsored by somebody like that. Anyway, yeah, fucking someone who was on AGT who they buzzed is on TikTok, and he's fucking incredible. Okay, I'm not rewinding to it, but here's a question. That seems questionable for a few reasons, but, like, since Shin was basically a stepkid, is that considered, like, acceptable or not? Because it's kind of awkward. Shin, even when tired, I'm pretty sure you can, like, tell the difference between a water bottle and a... Nope, not coming to me. Tube, vial, science-y bottle. I literally know the word to it and it's escaping me. Probably because, like, on camera, so my mind just goes sometimes. Like, I've watched through that part of, Breaking Bad at least a couple times where he explains what the shit is. Anyway, down the hatch. Meanwhile, he's thinking about this and it's gonna click with Shin. I mean, she's kind of cute. He's like, maybe I should have told them that worked before they were surprised. Okay, he definitely didn't know how to contain it, which, not to be blamed, but the guy who literally did the experiment could have been like, okay, so Shin, I'm going to explain a few things to you. To be fair, he's the idiot that drank it at 3 in the morning. Even the bad guy's crying. That's crazy. Hold on. Okay. Sorry, looked like I had just one random dead pixel on my monitor, and even though it's one random dead pixel, I would have went off. He questions Boss Man, and she just continues on her thought process. Wonder if a random scientist would know who one of the most legendary hitmen in the world is. Apparently that guy does, because his expression changed real quick. Okay, looking at his expression, he knows. Meanwhile, Lou, surprise attack. Yeah, I kind of figured that would be a thing too. Like, once Sakamoto let him know what his plan was, he could just fuck with him like that. So he doesn't know when it's actually going to be at Shin or not. Oh, good. Now he can fight back. So, I'm going to just take a random guess and say those other hitmen that are coming in are probably going to discover this fight going on and end it real fucking quick. I like how Shin took that as a compliment, but he's about to be used as a weapon. Like, I can already tell by the way he's being held. Okay, Toguro, calm the fuck down. I guess that's a good way to figure it out. If he's gonna have to fight Shin, just have Shin dodge. And if the enemy's right behind Shin, he gets the shit. Kind of like the thing he did at the amusement park, honestly. Well, technically they're using science. Shin got his abilities through science, so technically, you're right. They can't beat science. Neither can you. You're about to get hit, like, intentionally this time. I hope you know. As I said. Unless it's one of those instances he's just thinking about doing it to remind him anytime. Well, she was in a holding cell on B4. Deer posting. And fucking Bane from Wish. Oh, nope. They came to find the two that dropped in on them. I'm sorry. She's holding a gigantic saw blade as a purse. Right. Well, shit's about to hit the fan. My guy, what? You are literally an assassin about to try and kill them, and you're like, yeah, can I pee first? And, oh, I was about to say one down, but the other guy lost his head too. They're assassins, so no. To be fair, those two at minimum were trying to kill them. Like, that's kind of cool, though. Like, that's like Freddy Krueger and Zorro had a love child. Oh, wow, he actually hit him. Congrats. Weird, that's what religious people say, too. Yeah, he ain't dead yet. Well, the timing. Not only the drop-in, but the casual-ass compliment afterwards. You gotta love it. No, literally, the fact they're just talking so casually, like, in the midst of a fight, technically, has to be the best thing. Because it's not like the fight above, where they were, like, in danger of their lives. Just, the three of them are so strong, they don't give a shit if that guy gets back up. Now she kind of reminds me of Robin. Yeah, honestly, by now that doesn't surprise me. She's distracted because he looks like a teddy bear. That's the funniest fucking thing, honestly. Oh good, he has to deal with someone who's invisible again. Really, guys? You could take him down like 5 seconds, but you're leaving? Rude as hell. And he just does not care. And this is coming from the bad guys? I honestly still don't even know if the Order are supposed to be the bad guys. Like, they seem like they're literally kind of middle ground, where if they're asked to kill Sakamoto, they might consider it, but also they have bigger fish to fry. Like that, assassin hitman, the fucking Dexter style dude. Shin is honestly probably the one who's the most fucked right now. Why could I believe that, like, Shin will last until his quitting time, and the dude will just be like, you know what? My hands are clean to this. Later. Yeah, that was probably his point. Let himself get stabbed so he can actually see where you're coming from. Good idea. Painful, but a good idea. Who the hell? He showed up. Okay, kind of figured he would eventually. But yeah, we kind of knew that Dune Green would show up at some point during the fight. Because he literally looked at the Sakamoto child and was like, I'll find everybody, don't worry about it, just give me a minute. Go, find them. How they got discovered is a good question. I'm imagining the bird probably, like, heard a bunch of explosions when it was near the museum and went, meow, and just went back. Because you couldn't really see anything, and I don't know if birds have a good sense of smell. But, like, hearing? Yeah. Actually, no, birds do have a good sense of smell. Well, parakeets specifically. Was it parakeets they use? I don't know. They use some kind of bird to... They were just Tweety birds, actually. Whatever. They do use birds to, like, smell when there's gas leaks in the mines, or at least they used to. So, I guess that kind of means birds do have a good sense of smell. Maybe not all birds, but a lot of birds. So, now that the team's more or less all together, and Shin came up with a good idea to beat the guy who's invisible, he just needs to get patched up a little bit now, then everybody should be able to reconvene next episode, and, well, I imagine that this whole arc might go a little bit longer and just span into the last episode of the season. So, we'll see how all that goes. But you can let me know your thoughts on that if you're not a manga reader, of course, in the comment section down below, as well as your thoughts about the show thus far in general, where you think a season 2 might lead us. Again, not manga reader, after things, because the source material is very big in the, anime world, so I could see us getting a season 2 of it at some point. I haven't seen it guaranteed to be projected for the near future yet, but I imagine it will be. So you can let me know what you think season 2 will bring later on, as well as about any other shows, movies, etc. I should check out this season, next season, or in general. Please don't forget it. Hit the like button, subscribe to the gaming channel in the description down below. Ring both bells, like Facebook, follow Twitter, and Blue Sky, keep updated with things. TikTok, Patreon, to see the things I upload here without any sort of, high tier editing. And of course, go subscribe, follow on Twitch, subscribe there for benefits. Can do so at Twitch Prime for free. Helps me out immensely in the short term. Subscribing to these in the long term. After the long term, I've been here. And that being said, it's been the Blazer King with King's Critiques. Out, ta for now. Peace.